Okay. Hello, my name is Juan Gutierrez. I am an accounting major, class of 2021.
My name is Luca Quaro. I'm a finance major, and I'm also in the class of 2021.
My name is Carson Jones, and I'm an accounting and finance major, and I'm also in the class of 2021.
And my name is Nick Gabosi, supply chain BIS double major. I'm also class of 2021.
And today we're bringing Mr. Eddy Celestino from the Dominican Republic to talk to our class. And he's kind of a jack of all trades down there. He is a translator for university programs on the medical side of things that frequent the Dominican Republic and do a lot of good charitable work down there. He is also a professional baseball scout for Major League Baseball and the Dominican professional leagues, and kind of works to be a liaison to bring players to and from America and the Dominican. And then he also owns and founded his own tourism company down there, and he focuses on excursions and tours throughout the city and the countryside, and also is a kind of a booking guy for villas and resorts.
Yeah, and to build off what Luke was talking about, pretty much over the course of this semester, we are making a comparison and analysis in between Latin American countries and pretty much relating that to what life is like here in the United States and getting a grander view on all things happening inside of our world beyond what we know, I would say. And pretty much Mr. Celestino is a great way to do that. He gives us an example of the tourism industry inside of the Dominican Republic and pretty much how that makes up such a big portion of their economy. And he also gives us a little bit of the culture from the baseball side that he works with, as well as a little bit of like with health and stuff, as he is able to translate in between Haitian immigrants moving into the country and even just translating with people like us from the United States. So.
We have a good little list of questions here. And so we'll kind of go around the class and have different students ask the questions. We'll start with Brianna. If you want to share. There she is.
Hi, I'm Brianna. So my question for you was, like, you have like so many different jobs. So
yeah, I do.
You're a translator, you're a baseball scout, and you own your own tourism company. So how do you balance all three things, like with time and effort?
As I say, first, it's not easy. Just when you want to start, in country like mine, it's not like America. In America, when you want to be like student, you can just try to be a student, and parent, even the government can give you like this opportunity. You can just focus and study. But when you are not like this, you have like to do like your own activity. You can be in school at the same time. You can try to be working. Like have to be sometimes like a power work, like a no harder, not for harder day. But sometimes you have to study at night because you have to work during the day. Sometimes a little bit hard because sometimes when I have some baseball activity, I have to move to some countryside because most of the academic they are not in the center of the city. They are in the countryside. They are in those places, but we have to move like 1 hour from the city. And when I have something to do in the office, I just try to do because I will answer some question that I saw before. I don't know who asked about it, how many employers that I have, but I want to say in this point, in my case, I don't have exactly employer. I have like people that I ask for some service that I pay in the same moment. Like if I want some bus for one activity, I just like try to make a deal with this bus and the driver, and then we collect. But they are part of my team, but exactly they are not my employer. And it's the same. The office, when I need someone like to make something at the office, I just try to make a deal or try to talk with us those person and they can do like some activity at the same time I'm doing another one. Another one could be in the baseball. By the time someone is doing like something for me at the office for tourist activity. I don't know if it's a little bit it is a like long answer, but I don't know if you got it, guys.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Awesome.
You're
Well,
welcome.
we have another question from Miranda Sullivan.
Yeah, hi, I'm Miranda. So I wondered what your favorite and most rewarding job is out of all of your different jobs.
Oh, now I'm in trouble. Because I love all of them. That's the way I'm trying to do it, not just for money. The first one is translator, but translator I'm not doing exactly for money because when GMT come here like in January, we have one group from TCU. TCU is coming in January, and but we don't do that. Sorry, for money. We do it because we love to help another one. Because I say like you cannot be like that rich to not need help, and you will not be never that poor to not need help. That's the way we're trying to be in the activity, like in translator activity. But the tourist activity in this way that I do it, sincerely, I do it for money. Because when I have a group, when I have a client, to make to organize vacation for them or to make excursion tour or whatever for those clients, of course they have to pay. But I love it too. I not just do it for money. I do it because I love it too. And baseball, I remember when I was 11, when I was 10, I started to play in baseball, but I was trying like professional until 19. I was trying like professional, but I get injured in my elbow. That's the way I couldn't continue like professional. I never played in America, but also I never been in America. I was playing here like amateur. And it's like this. Those three activities, I love all of them. One of them, I do it like just because I love to do that, like it's interpreter. But the rest of two, I do it because I need to be in the business, like baseball scouting and tourist activity.
Awesome. Is Hannah here? Awesome.
Okay, so my next question, what is college life like in the Dominican Republic?
Yeah, that's an important one. For you, it's very important to know in Dominican, it's not like America, because in Dominican, as I say before, sometimes it could be really hard for you, because sometimes you want to try or you decide to study like something like or medicine. In my case, I'm studying civil engineering, but I have to stop it because sometimes you don't have like enough money to pay it. You have to do like your job and at the same time school job and try to pay your own school. We have public school, but sometimes the ship or the time to be in this school, you cannot do it at the same time you are working. And college sometimes, sorry, let me say something like very important. Here in Dominican, we have the first university of America. It was. In Spanish, exactly, its name is Universidad Autónoma de Santo Domingo. It was built in 1552, something like this. Was the first one in America. But that not mean we are the best one in America, guys. we were the first, but no, not the best, and that affect us a lot. And sometimes when you want to be like a good professional, you have to go to the private college. You got it? And the system sometimes is really hard for us because sometimes you cannot do it like as you want. Sometimes you apply, you can be like a good student, but you don't. Sometimes you have like a problem, like if you are working during the day and you have a class in this day, you have to try to stop it. It's like something like this. Sometimes it's really hard. In case if you have a parent like that, they can pay everything for you. You don't need to job. In this case, you can try. You can try in the good way. But sometimes if you don't have this opportunity, you have to work by yourself. Sometimes it will be really hard, but not excuse because it's really hard for me. But I'm doing I am right now in my study.
Thank you.
You're welcome, guys.
Sure. Hey Eddie, I'm Carson, by the way, and I was going to ask a little bit on what you think baseball's impact is inside of the Dominican Republic. How big is it a part of the life there?
Oh, baseball is the principal activity the principal economic activity in Dominican Republic. The most active is tourism, but the principal one, like the one of the the one produce more money for Dominican Republic is baseball. Because we are the second one in the world in baseball. The first one, of course, is America, because America is the owner of this business. But we are really good in baseball. Dominican, we have a lot of good baseball players, and we have a lot of opportunity to get like opportunity in the baseball. That's the way. If you talk with someone from Dominican, during the conversation will be really if this person don't mention something about baseball, because baseball is our principal activity. We love baseball. We crazy about baseball, not love job.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Rachel.
Hi,
I don't know.
Nice to meet you. I was going to ask what you think the most rewarding or impactful thing about scouting work for you is.
Sorry, could you repeat, please?
Yeah, I was going to ask you what the most rewarding or impactful, like most memorable thing about scouting work for you would be.
Okay. As I told you, sometimes when you are trying something that you love and you can get it, if you are a good person or something like this, you can like try to help another one to get it. No matter you couldn't, but you can try to help another one to get it. That's the way I love. Sometimes when I'm trying to evaluate like some baseball player, I could try to see what is their best movement, what is the most ability that they have. But at the end, that I try to show them is most important is the makeup. Because when you have good makeup, no matter you are not the best in talent, but that could help you to be like a good baseball player, or not just in baseball, could be in another sport too. But makeup is really important for me, because when you can try in your makeup, you can be like a good sport, or you can be also a good person. because no matter if you have good ability, but if you don't have makeup, you can be like a good person with another one, with your teammate, whatever. You cannot be like a good one, because we have example like this. Let me tell you, we are in Dominican Republic. For us, sometimes we have like 17 guys, 17 or guys, like they are 17 years old, but they get like a contract from baseball, like let me tell you, like a $4 million of dollars. It's a lot of money for Dominican guy. For you, could not be a lot, but it's a lot of money for Dominican guy. But
It's a lot.
yeah, it's a lot. Do you imagine? But when they got their money, they get crazy, some of them. They get crazy. That's the way you have to teach them, like a good makeup, to be a good person, not just have ability. I love at the end, when I finish to evaluate the principal 5 ability, you can evaluate like scout, but I try to teach them makeup is the most important.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, I
don't
kinda have a
know
question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
No, you're good. I just kind of have a general question about baseball for you. What's your favorite American team? Who's your favorite American player?
Please, guys, don't kill me. Boston Red Sox.
The Red Sox. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
Boston Red Sox.
congratulations.
But let me tell you, for a long time, I used to like follow or trying to watch the Texas game. Houston not too much, but Texas, yes, because I have one of my boy. He's playing for Ranger. He's
Okay.
Adrian Bertrand, the third base.
Oh,
We love
wow.
we love this guy. We love this guy. It's a good guy. Yeah, good baseball player. We love this guy.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Absolutely. Well, there you go.
We had another one. He's a good guy too. He was playing for you. He was Nelson Cruz. But
Yeah.
now he's playing for Seattle, but he was playing for some year for Ranger. And now we have young boys, Masara. He's outfield. Yeah, he's a good guy too. We respect him because he get like a. Do you remember I was talking about like expensive of a lot of money guy getting to sign like free agent? He get like a $4 million to $2,000. He get
Wow.
in her first contract like free agent when he was 6 months.
Yeah, he was the youngest player in baseball for a while, I think.
Yeah, he get like a lot of money, but he is good. He is doing like good job right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Go to tourism, huh? A little bit. Awesome. So we'll switch over to a little bit about your tourism company. So Sarah, did you have a question?
Yes. Hi,
Awesome,
I'm
yeah.
Sarah. I was wondering if you could explain how you got the idea and started your tourism company and what's been the hardest part.
Of course. That happened to me because when I was in high school, I don't know in America if like Dominican. In Dominican, when you are in high school, you make a lot of activity because you say in the couple of year or in the couple of months we are going to college or university. You will not have time to visit like nice places or new places. But in Dominican, when we are in high school, we visit a lot of beautiful places, nice places, and the places that you never been in, and in those places. And by those time I was visiting those places, I acting like a smart guy. When I visit one of those places, I try to meet the in charge of those places. I get their cell phone number. I try to make friendship with them, and I did this activity in a lot of places. But at the end, in 2010, I started to study English. I did like one immersion program for 10 months. Yeah, for 10 months. But I learned some English. I tried to practice because some pastor friend of mine say to me like he wanna me help him in some activity because some missionary from Alabama was coming by this time, and I start my activity without knowledge about English, just trying to say like something that I learned when I was studying for just 10 months. Could you imagine, guy? Not long time to learn English, just 10 months. New language was very hard. But sometimes when you wanna learn, when you wanna try something, you just try to be in it and focus in it. That's the way I learned some English. And I say, to resume the answer, I say, why I cannot do like a tourist activity if I learn, if I can speak some English, but if I know most of the places, the beautiful places and the nice places in my country, what I cannot do it. If I do it for fun when I was in high school, and another point, when I was playing baseball, we used to play with another team from another country. We visit those countries, that's the new places like we know. And that make me like to say like why I cannot do why I cannot set my own business about tourism, because I have like a lot of things that can help me to do it. And I just like one day say, let me do it like a legal process, and I set my own business about tourism. It's like something about how I made my decision to make my own business about the tourists.
Absolutely. So yeah. I kind of had a question about tourism company.
If you can see here, I don't know if you can see in the bottom, in my backside, a lot of people like American, Spain, a lot of people was crossing the street because we are in the colonial zone. The colonial zone, this is the first city in America.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was built in 1942. But I am exactly in the first street of America.
Wow.
Exactly. Calle Las Damas. Yeah, I think I can move there and I can show you the plaque where they write this one. I choose that. Sorry?
No, yes.
I choose this place because I say if we're going to do that, we're going to talk about the tourists, about baseball, whatever. I have to be in where I can show the guys something about this city. It's a nice city, beautiful city, and was the first one in America. Sorry, guy, but it was built further than Texas. I'm sorry, I'm not bragging. I'm just making fun, guy.
Yeah, so I have a question for you, Eddie, about since you're a business owner, would you say it's easy or hard, with the laws and stuff to set up your own business, or was it relatively easy?
Okay, when I started in the 2016 was harder than now, because now we have a organization from university, they try to help the young person, the people that just start their own business. If you don't have enough money to make some to get many knowledge about business, whatever, they make the plan to help you to try to set your business and make you Also, right now I'm doing like a digital marketing. Digital marketing. They are like teaching us how to try to be present in the social media, in the or in the internet with your business in the social media and internet, because right now they start to help they help or not just young person. They try to help all the people that try to set their own business. But by the first time when I start was a little bit hard.
Okay.
Absolutely. I had a question about your company as well. What does your tourism company offer? Like, what do you guys specialize in, and what kind of excursions or tours do you yourself and the company offer?
Okay, my principal one is the excursion or tours. But by the way, we try to do like some activity else. Like if when someone wanna come here, like also I have some client from Texas. She came here because she wanna me rent for her like a villa resort, because we have a nice villa resort here in Dominican, like Romana in the east. Its name is Casa de Campo. But sometimes I do like a mini service like this, or sometimes when you wanna vacation or weekend in the hotel resort, those service I can I can help my client in those service. Also, sometimes when someone wanna buy like some ticket for flight ticket, something like this. We do a different activity, but I'm trying to focus in that I can do best, and then I can try to add another service, because you cannot try to cover a lot of things that you cannot do in the good way. If I cannot give you like a good service, I try to not introduce my business in it, because for me it's most important to give you like a good service than to try to say that I give some service that I cannot give you good service.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, Eddie, so now we're just gonna open the floor to anybody that has a question, so you guys can ask Abby a question.
Hi,
Okay, guys.
Tanner. I was wondering, as a translator, what do you think the benefits are to speaking more than one language?
Sorry, could you repeat, please? The last
Sure.
part of the question, I didn't get it.
Yeah, as a translator, what do you think are the benefits to speaking more than one language?
I think that helped me a lot when I start like translator. Sometimes try to speak it was not hard for me, because you can speak new language easy than here. Here was difficult because sometimes you cannot get the accent from another language very easy. But one thing that helped me a lot was like a watch movie, American movie, total in English, and like a gospel movie, and sometimes rap song, because they try to sing like very fast. And I say, if I got this one, I could understand like anyone when they speak. Yeah, and that's the way I do it in a lot of like trying to like listening like a rap song, and that helped me a lot to understand like those language. And when I was like in translator activity, I see like my ear was like a very clean to hear to English language, and that helped me a lot in this activity like translator. I don't know if that can be the answer for your question.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I was wondering who your favorite American artist is, or what your favorite American movie is.
My favorite, my American?
Or whatever helped you to learn another language, yes.
Like your question be around like what make me learn another language?
Yes, and what aided you the most in doing so? Yes.
Okay. Not it's not like English. Do you know English is like we say in Dominican exactly? I'm gonna translate it for you. English is it's like a business language. It's the business language, but it's not just in this case. It's because when I hear this one, I love this one, but I know sometimes our parents say sometimes in Dominican, guys, you have to learn English because at the end, the English gonna be like the universal language. If you don't learn English, you will not have a job anywhere. And that's the way always we're hitting that. And that make me say, he's right. Because I saw most of people trying to learn English. I said, I have to learn English. But I started to learn English because parent was saying that, and I saw like English is very important. No matter we are in the like Spanish speaker country, but also no matter in this way, but here around to me, I have a lot of like people, they are tourists, they are speaking English. If I can speak English, I will not understand them. That makes me study English.
Thank you.
Hey, I have a question about, because I know you're talking about how English is very important. So I was wondering what people you see at the Dominican Republic. I mean, obviously Americans, but from what other countries have you seen?
Yeah, here exactly in the area where I am, you can see people from the whole of the for everywhere. They come here because it's a tourist places. But as I told you, it's the first city in America. When someone come in Dominican, they want to visit these places. You will see people from everywhere from the world. But more frequently here you will see is American, Spain, and Italy. American, Spain, and Italy.
There we go. Any other questions?
Yes, I do have a question.
Oh, professor!
How are you?
I'm good. Having fun with class.
Yeah, I can imagine because but I have fun every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and for 16 weeks. Can you imagine that?
Whoa.
Okay, Eddie, so you were talking about 3 different activities, right?
Yeah.
One is tourism, and the second one is related to baseball, and the third one, well, is very interesting because you are helping doctors to taking care of people coming from Haiti to work in the sugarcane plantations in Santo Domingo, is that right?
Yeah, you're right, Professor.
Okay, can you explain? Well, I would like to ask a couple of questions. One of them is, what do you do? What do you do there? And second question is, what have you seen there? What is the condition of these people coming from Haiti? Are they poor? Are they male? Are they female? Are they strong? Can you describe, because that is a very, very interesting situation, Eddie.
Of course, Professor. Let me start in this point. I started to do that since 2013. As I told you, I learned some English in 2010, but in 2013, I started like translator with GMT. But we start this activity, I started in 2013, but it exists in Dominican since 2018. And we choose those community It's a more poor community from Dominican. They belong to Dominican, but in the city, most of the population, they are Haitian because they come from Haiti, work in the sugarcane area. And as I was saying first last week, they don't have too much possibility to have a Medicare or to pay private hospital when they have some sickness or when they need some help, whatever. And also could be an injury, no matter if it is not in sickness. But this community is very, very, very poor. They are very poor community. This community, you will see like a lot of kids, they don't have shoes. Also, sometimes you will see them run in the street naked. They have, on this community, you will see those kids have a lot of parasite, flu and cough because the conditioner with the dust and because dust community is the dust streak and their house is sometimes not, they don't have like a good conditioner, and sometimes when you go in those places you cannot think in the morning, you cannot think in the last cell phone that you want to buy. You have to think like in those people, because no matter if you are good or no person, that can move you like to help them. If you can help them is something. And sometimes when you go to translator, at the end, you're not just translator. Sometimes I go to this community, I have to buy candy, or also sometimes I have my my snack in my pocket or in my bag. But you have to forget yourself and to give those kids, because you see they are hungry, they are neither. And it's a situation that you cannot change, but if you can help in something, no matter it's a small thing that you can help, you have to do it when you are in this community. That's the way of this activity. No matter if I'm involved in 10 activity for money, but at the end, this activity, I have to take time to do this activity. Example, in December, we have 2 different universities, they is coming. But guy, let me tell you, I thank you too, because no matter if you wanna make if you wanna try to make if you wanna learn about medicine, you come to learn. But sometimes when those university come, we really thank, because we not just focus in the knowledge that you want to get. We focus in the help that you bring for those people, because no matter if it is Haitian or Dominican, but it's my country, but they are human. No matter where you're from, they are human, and they need help, and you bring help for them. And we like a team. We do like a good job with them. Like that make me feel happy when we can do them. But Professor, I wanna tell how we do this activity. We do this activity like for a week, for 7 days. Most of the universities, they came for 7 days. They mostly came Saturday. Saturday we pick up the group in the hotel, in the airport. Then we take them to the hotel, because we organize everything for the group. We rent the hotel. We organize places where they're gonna have a dinner. We try to do for the first day. The second day, we have a clinic for them. Dominican doctor teach them I'm talking about the American student. Dominican doctor teach them how to do some treatment with the Dominican sickness or Haitian sickness. And after that, we do this activity Sunday morning. After that, Sunday afternoon, we try to go to the big mall or to the restaurant to have a lunch with the group, translator, Dominican doctor, Dominican coordinator, American student. We have lunch together because we want to introduce ourselves, each other. We try to make fun, whatever, before to have like this hard job. And when we are going to the city, very far from the capital, we try to go Sunday afternoon. And when we arrive to the city, we try to be in another hotel because we move to the capital from to the other city. Could be in the east, in the north, or in the west of Dominican Republic. But we try to, Monday morning, we have a breakfast in the new hotel where we are, and we get into the bus with truck, with medication, and we move to the very difficult and poor community. We try to set everything. We organize group of 3 American students with 1 Dominican translator and 1 Dominican doctor in each group. No matter how many students, you can be like 50, 60 students. We try to divide all in group of 3. And all students, after they learn with Dominican doctor and what they learn in their school, they try to ask the patient about the treatment, like what they may complain, when did they start, if the patient have a cough or have when they make that question, me or we, like Dominican translator, have to ask this question in Spanish for the patient. And when patient say, okay, I have a cough, this symptom start 1 month ago, works at night, I'm taking like some medication for it. I started starting, it didn't work, whatever. We try to translate every thing that the patient say to me, I translate by the group student. And the student try to decide at the end what is the patient complaint, what could be the medication for them. And when they do that, and Dominican doctor came and asked American student, what do you think, what do you see, what do you have? And American student tried to explain the doctor, okay, we have the patient, his name is Marisa. Marisa is 24 years old, and she had flu, it started a month ago, and she's taking like some medication for it, but it didn't work. Well, and after that, doctor say, okay, do you ask it if she has complaint with stomach, like something like this. And we do that for 4 clinic in those community. 4 clinic in those community every day, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And when we finish those activity, the patient have to go to the pharmacy area that we have, ask for medication.
Eddy.
Well,
yes, well, unfortunately, we are running out of time here. We don't have more time because we have to finish the class. Yeah, no, well, thank you. Well, let me tell you one more thing. Only one more thing before finishing the interview. We need more people like you here. Thank you very much for being for being Eddy, right? Because it's wonderful to have you in class and to have people like you anywhere.
Thank you, Professor, and thank you, guys. It's a pleasure for me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eddy.
And we'll be in touch.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Bye.
Nice to meet you and nice to talk with you guys.